What's your best time?
The best time is at nighttime.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're taking a look at the most tragic stories that happened behind the scenes of the television industry.
After Brian was arrested, Dan called and asked me, "Does this have anything to do with you?"
The Poor Horses.
Guess I still know a peach when I see one.
The HBO horse racing drama Luck had a slew of talent behind it. It was created by David Milch of Deadwood fame, and the pilot was directed by Michael Mann, and it starred Dustin Hoffman in the lead role. Yet it only lasted 9 episodes. The show was actually picked up for a second season, but it was then revealed that the show's racehorses had suffered numerous tragedies. 2 horses had died during production of the first season as they suffered fractures during runs and were subsequently euthanized. A 3rd horse died while filming the second season, prompting HBO to suspend production and launch an investigation. The show was then canceled, with HBO claiming that they didn't want any more accidents to occur.
Go ahead.
The mysterious death of George Reeves. Before Christopher Reeve donned the red and blue of the Man of Steel, George Reeves played him on the syndicated Adventures of Superman. The first Superman television show, it ran for 6 seasons between 1952 and 1958. The next year, Reeves died of a mysterious gunshot wound. Reeves had supposedly taken his own life inside his LA home, the result of depression and feelings of failure. But this finding has long been contested and debated. Some have theorized that famed Hollywood fixer Eddie Mannix was involved. Others point to Reeves's fiancée, Leonore Lemon. We'll likely never know what truly happened, and for now, we just have to accept the potentially bogus self-harm theory.
And now, another exciting episode in the Adventures of Superman.
The canceled makeover of Delise Williams.
Tonight, a My Fair Lady makeover. More extreme than any done before.
I would just love to be able to look at myself and see a whole different person.
Extreme Makeover was an ABC program that saw ordinary people undergoing plastic surgery to attain their dream appearance. Needless to say, the show garnered much controversy in its day, and it even resulted in a death. A Texas woman named Delise Williams was slated to appear on the show. Producers arrived at her hometown and goaded family members into saying awful things about Williams' physical appearance. She was in the next room listening in for reaction shots. But Williams' spot was canceled at the last minute owing to scheduling conflicts, and she had already heard the nasty things that were said about her. Williams' sister, Kelly McGee, was so distraught and guilt-ridden over what she had said that she took her own life. The demise of Phil Hartman.
Hi, I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me from such films as The Greatest Story Ever Hooled and They Came to Burgle Carnegie Hall.
A television legend, Phil Hartman drew widespread acclaim for his work on shows like Saturday Night Live, News Radio, and The Simpsons. But throughout the 1990s, Hartman was in a strained relationship with Brim Omdahl, his 3rd wife. Known for heavy substance use, Omdahl would often behave erratically, sometimes even violently. While Hartman was advised to leave Omdahl, he never did so. Tragically, in the early morning hours of May 28, 1998, an inebriated Omdahl shot and killed Hartman while he slept. After confessing to numerous people and drawing police attention, Omdahl locked herself in the bedroom and took her own life as well. The unsolved murder of Bob Crane.
We're running a little bit behind times. Pass the word around. Football game is off.
Oh, no, Colonel. I was supposed to play fullback today.
Fullback? Now I know we've got to get the game canceled.
After running a successful radio show, Bob Crane moved on to acting and found work on Hogan's Heroes. The popular sitcom ran for 6 seasons, with Crane playing the titular Colonel Robert Hogan. But when the show came to an end in 1971, Crane struggled to find work and began doing dinner theater. By 1978, Crane was living in Arizona and doing a show called Beginner's Luck. On June 29th, Crane missed a meeting, prompting one of his co-stars to visit him at his apartment. There, they found Crane's dead body, which had been both bludgeoned and strangled. Blame fell on his friend, John Henry Carpenter, but he was acquitted in court. While some continue to point the finger at Carpenter, the murder is officially unsolved.
Hey, you need a ride tomorrow to the airport? I got a luncheon at noon. John? Don't bother.
An unfortunate guest.
And I really didn't want to get in the car, but I was raised to respect my elders.
You never know what types of people will show up on game shows. The dating game typically saw a woman asking questions to 3 men sitting behind a partition. She would then pick the man she liked the most, meet him face to face, and then go on a date. In 1978, a photographer named Rodney Alcala appeared on the show and won a date with Cheryl Bradshaw. However, she found him creepy and refused the date, and for good reason. By this time, Alcala had killed at least 4 women and served years in prison for sexual assault. He would kill even more after his appearance on the dating game, bringing his official body count to 8. Some believe it could be as high as 130.
I'm called the Banana, and I look really good.
The world loses Steve Irwin.
Have a look at this. What a beautiful lizard. You're all right, mate.
A popular wildlife expert and conservationist, Steve Irwin found unbelievable success on television as the crocodile hunter. He hosted the TV series of the same name, but also appeared on other programs, including the nature documentary Ocean's Deadliest. It was while filming this show that Irwin met his tragic demise. The host approached a short-tailed stingray, which proceeded to sting him in the chest. Unfortunately, the barb got him directly in the heart, and Irwin quickly bled to death. The accident was captured on video, but the footage has never been released. Irwin's memorial service was held 2 weeks after his death and was watched by 300 million people around the world.
Today's memorial service is a celebration of a man who's touched our lives and changed the world.
Bill Cosby.
Did you ever think that this day was going to come?
I dreamt of this day for 32 years.
It's amazing how fast a reputation can plummet. For many years, Bill Cosby was regarded as America's dad, winning over millions with his work on The Cosby Show. But allegations of sexual abuse followed Cosby throughout most of his career, with the earliest instance dating back to the mid-60s. These allegations continued into the 21st century, with the most legally formidable coming in 2004. It was then that a woman named Andrea Constand accused Cosby of sexual abuse. While most of Cosby's crimes fell outside the statutes of limitations, Constand's did not, and it was her case that briefly sent the comedian to prison. It is now believed that Cosby had been assaulting women for decades, even while serving as America's dad. Drake Bell. As a teenager, Drake Bell delighted audiences on Nickelodeon classics like The Amanda Show and Drake and Josh.
Yeah, man! Awesome!
In the 2024 documentary Quiet on Set, Bell shared an experience that severely darkened his days as a child star. The actor said dialogue coach Brian Peck sexually assaulted him on multiple occasions during his years at Nickelodeon. Years later, at the age of 31, Bell himself was found to have exchanged inappropriate social media messages with a minor.
I accept this plea because my conduct was wrong. I'm sorry that the victim was harmed in any way, but that was obviously not my intention.
The silver lining in all of this is that following his interview for the documentary, he was able to check himself into rehab. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Jimmy Savile. British television personality and DJ Jimmy Savile was adored for years as the host of iconic BBC programs Top of the Pops and Jim'll Fix It.
Last week we fixed it for Katie to meet Doctor Who, and she sent me a very nice letter to Jimmy. Thanks for fixing it for me.
Posthumously, several minor abuse allegations spanning decades were made against Savile. It called into question for many how and why he was never caught while he was still living. The BBC has also been criticized for turning a blind eye to a monster who one survivor called, quote, the most disgusting human being I've ever met. To this day, the total number of Savile's victims is unknown.
The silence has been shattered, and more of those who were scared or felt they wouldn't be believed are coming forward. Karen Ward had told BBC's Newsnight last year of what she saw as a 14-year-old at the BBC, but to her anger, they didn't run it.
Which of these behind-the-scenes stories shocked you? Let us know in the comments.
Just makes me feel that he deceived me and fooled me the way he fooled everybody else over the years.